it's not that they are trying to uplift Sanya. They're just trying to drag down Janhvi.
He doesn't
No.
understand October. Like, they just tell him to do stuff and he's like, okay, I'll just swat flies. Okay, I'll do it.
Wow, I didn't know that Rohit Saraf rolled like that.
Oh my God, that's going to annoy Govinda so much.
My God, like this is a movie like that's made for Asim.
Hi and welcome to a new episode of Khandaan podcast. My name is Asim Bernie and I'm joined with my lovely co-host Amrita. Hey Amrita!
Hi, Asim.
We're doing trailer reactions today.
We are. That went really well when we did the Baghi 4 reaction. Like all 4 of Tiger's fans came out of the woodwork and like cussed us out for like days.
The public just wants Baghi 4 content. That's what they're craving. That's what they want. Nobody wants to watch the movie, but they want to watch the content, basically. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be what's going to happen with Sunny Sanskari ki Tulsi Kumari as well.
I will not be able to say the name of this movie. There's no way I will be able to say this correctly. So Sunny Sanskari ki Tulsi what?
Kumari.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel they have a meeting going on, and then they say what is a title that Asim will not be able to pronounce, so they will not make fun of it on the Khandaan podcast, and that's what they will.
That's fine. I mean, if you fall down, then I'm always there to pick up the slack.
That's what makes us so, strong. Let's watch the trailer. It dropped this week. I've not watched it. Have you watched it already?
I watched it once.
Okay, I kept it for this. So my reaction is going to be fresh. It's going to be all,
But before we get into that, support Khandaan on Patreon. You'll get early access to episodes, exclusive bonus content, and all kinds of filmy nonsense that we can't necessarily share here, that we keep for our friends and family. Join our filmy family at patreon.com/Khandaan podcast, and the link is in the description below. I mean, immediately, like, that's funny, right?
This is the zone I want Varun to be in. This is what I like. This is what the Varun I like, and I honestly feel this is the zone that Varun is most comfortable in.
Yes.
So, like, he doesn't understand Badlapur. He doesn't understand October. Like, they just tell him to do stuff, and he's like, "Okay, I'll just swat flies. Okay, I'll do it." But this he gets.
This is like immediately you can see the tone that this movie is going for.
Yeah.
And also, I'm really scared because, like, in 2025, the Bollywood audience, like, the moment it sees anything even resembling slapstick or whimsy or something that isn't like A to B storytelling, they immediately bring out like bazookas. So now I'm like terrified for Varun. Like, I'm terrified for this movie. But anyway. Yeah.
Or literal arrows that are on top of his head at the moment, By the way, remember when you were watching, was it Baby John? You watched Baby John, right, with us? Or you didn't watch it with us? Yeah, but there was a cameo. There was a cameo with Sanya Malhotra and Varun together in it. And I was like, oh my God, they have such a good chemistry together. They pair really, really well. And at that time, I didn't know this movie was coming out. So probably they kind of, seeped it in. But I was like, oh my God, that's like such a good casting together. So I'm glad they have something to do here together.
I can see that, the energies between the two, because I feel like on social media, especially, people keep talking about Sanya as if she's like, like Mahatma Gandhi, like, there is the Gandhi of Bollywood, she deserves everything. And I'm just like, I love Sanya. And I've loved Sanya way back when, like, most people weren't even following her, right?
Yeah.
I fell in love with her, I think, over the pandemic is when I really fell in love with her. And like, she's a fun chick. She's got like a fun side to her personality.
Yeah.
She's not just like somebody who like dances well and therefore like she's doing like tumkas all the time. Even her dance is like full of personality and there's like a swag to it. And I think like that way, like the energies match really well with her and Varun. So yeah, like this is a pairing that I am interested to see.
Yeah, I mean, having a personality is already a bar that, some actors have already,
people have been so mad about Janhvi in this
I feel I've
particular.
paused at the wrong time here because this is internet trolling. Like at the moment, this is not flattering where we stopped here. But go ahead, go ahead.
No, like people are like so mean about Janhvi right now, but
Yeah,
like again, like this is very like I think tonally she nails it. Like this is what everything that I've seen of this movie so far, like this fits in tonally with it 100%.
yeah. I think the only problem I would say is the casting of Rohit Saraf.
Saraf.
I think they could have gotten somebody a bit more known, and then it would be kind of a good kind of balance.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to get into that a bit later because there's a whole
Okay.
thing like discussion to be had. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think Janhvi is hilarious, but we've been talking a lot about Janhvi and that we like her, but yeah, I like this is fun. This is fun. I've not seen the trailer. This is not what I was expecting the movie to be. To be honest, this is not what I thought the
Oh.
dynamic was going to be, and I'm in it. I'm enjoying this. Like I like this.
Okay. Okay. It's a good surprise.
Yeah, it's a good surprise. I'm really
Okay.
happy. Can I just one thing I say?
Mm-hmm.
I feel they shouldn't use other actor's name as a character. I find it very confusing. It's just a
Yeah.
little thing. There are enough names out there. You
Yeah.
do not have to pick
Mm.
Ananya as a name.
Yeah.
Just it's confusing,
That's a good
and
point.
I brace myself about what's going to happen. So anyway,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um,
Can I just say that little piece of physical comedy, like it's tiny, right? Like where he's like mincing across the stage. Like A, it is so Varun, and B, like this is what I mean. Like, he's so like 90s coded because that was something that Salman would do, like
yeah,
in his
yeah.
day.
A little flair
Yeah.
Salman added to it, like do pehlus, do pehlus. This is Varun's do pehlus.
Like it's silly, but like it's great. Like it's like it's tiny, but it's just like this is how so much of life is lived right now.
Yeah. And look at Janvi's face. She's in it. She's committed to this. I like it. There's commitment there, like I like it. So, Varun fainting shirtless. I feel this is like a thing that he does a lot. And it ends up,
I I feel like I don't know enough about Varun's filmography to know that, but I
yeah.
will take your word for
I mean,
it.
this is obviously Salman Khan Judwa coded, right? Like, this
Yes.
is what this is, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So, this is
Yeah.
good. This is good. Like, look at Sanya. She's having fun. Everybody's having fun. Have fun. Enjoy the movie.
So I've seen like a lot of people talk about like why did Sanya accept this role and like she's playing second fiddle to Janhvi. First of all, we don't know anything of the kind. All right, like we don't know if Sanya is actually playing like the like fine, like Varun and Janhvi, they're the lead pair that we are going to root for, whatever. But I'd like to remind people of like things like My Best Friend's Wedding, which is somewhat along the same lines,
Hmm.
and like Cameron Diaz was a huge star after that movie came out, even though Julia Roberts was there. Um, and Janhvi, like I love Janhvi, but like let's not pretend like she's Julia Roberts. Like it's fine.
I was wondering where you were going with this. Like, who's Cameron Diaz? Who's like,
But then also, that particular line where Janhvi's like, oh, like, her feet hurt. And then Sanya goes like, well, if you're going to dance like Madhuri Dixit, like it's so beautifully bitchy. And it is like that texture that comes through for
Hmm.
this particular script. Like I can see somebody like Sanya, who is marvelous in my
Hmm.
opinion, reading something like that and being like, oh, I can pick up that nuance and I can
Hmm.
make something of this character,
Hmm.
so I think we can trust Sanya to like plot her own career, because that's what she's been doing for like 10 years and she's been doing it really well. And just wait until the movie comes out to see where it takes us and where her character takes us.
Hmm. Yeah, I have some thoughts too, but I want to finish the
Uh-huh.
trailer because I'm
Sure.
invested now. By the way, I love this song. I've seen
Yeah,
like the whole song came out too, and I
yeah,
absolutely love the vibe of this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah, and it has very like Ganesh Acharya kind of choreography to
It
it.
is.
It is him. Oh, see,
Yeah,
that's why you can pick it up straight away in the movements. And I just like this is what Varun needs. This is what Janhvi needs. That kind of choreography. So I'm really
yeah.
happy that they kind of are doing this very 90s
And
kind of thing.
for the people who haven't seen this song, like go and like watch this song because Rohit Saraf does a really good job of it. Like
Hmm.
the choreography is absolutely Varun Dhawan coded. Like it is like really choreographed to his strengths.
Hmm.
But I feel like Rohit Saraf did an amazing job of it. Like if you pay attention to what he's doing, and he actually did like a rehearsal video. I don't know what you call them, but you know, like basically where the people who are in the song also do a part of it with the choreographer for reels. I
Hmm.
don't know what you call those, what the genre is called, but basically they do
Young
that.
people stuff.
Yes.
It's like young people stuff.
As I was saying it, I was like, wow, I sound like such a boomer right now. Like, oh, you know, like that genre of like dance reels. I'm old. I'm sorry. But yeah, so he does that. Rohit Saraf did that with like Ganesh Acharya and his troupe. And at first, like, so Ganesh Acharya actually comes into the song like towards the end of the
Oh,
video.
does he? Okay.
Yeah, so you first see Rohit like dancing with like a whole bunch of dancers. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that Rohit Saraf rolled like that and that he had like a fully functioning dance troupe at his beck and call. And then like Ganesh Acharya came in. I was like, oh, like he choreographed it. That's
I
amazing.
would say Rohit Saraf probably has the toughest job here. Like to shine within these four actors, it's not going to be easy, right?
Yeah.
So, and
Hmm.
it's probably also not the most developed role compared to everybody else. So, it's not an easy job. So, if he
Yeah.
can shine, that would be great for him. Because obviously, you want also these opportunities too given to kind of a younger actor
Yeah.
that can kind of break through.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's the
Absolutely.
Cameron Diaz of this movie. That's so much. I love it. It's the best.
I heard that line and I was like, my God, like this is a movie like that's made for Assam, like
This
the
this is.
references.
I remember when I interviewed him for Dilwale, right?
Uh-huh.
I told him like how much I love Main Tera Hero, and like he was like surprised because I don't think he hears that a lot. And I was telling him like that's what you need to do. Those are the kind of movies, but clearly only I will end up watching those movies 10 times. So he doesn't want to cater to my taste. But this is the closest I feel he's gotten because I don't feel like I didn't like him in those Humpty Dumpty movies that he did. Like those were not things that I just thought he was too mean in them.
Yeah, so apparently like this is basically like I don't know the what like it's some sort of follow up to the Humpty Dumpty universe. And a lot of Varya fans, like Varun and Alia, Varalia fans. I don't know what they're called,
Oh,
but
that's the thing.
those people are, yeah, apparently it's a huge thing. Like they're like big fans. They're like the Shah Rukh Kajol of this generation.
Wow.
And they're like super mad that Alia and Varun haven't acted together in like years. And I'm like, do you realize where Alia
Yeah.
is and what it actually says about Varun's career at present? That he's still making the Humpty Dumpty movies, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure like the Humpty Dumpty movies were like, you know, mind blowing to a certain generation when they first came out. But Arya was a baby back then,
Yeah.
as was
Yeah.
Varun, and now they're not.
Yeah. I,
Um,
I think once you've worked like with Sanjay Leela Bhansali, you've like you don't go back to Humpty Dumpty. I think that's how the dynamics works in Bollywood. I'm not sure. Are
yeah,
there any Vanvi fans? Is that a group that exists? Vanvi?
I think maybe after this movie there
I'm
might
joining.
be.
Where's the club? I'm joining the Vanvi club.
And also, like, you know, like you and I've spoken about this all the time about the misogyny that sort of fuels a lot of what passes as critique or discourse on the internet these days, where you know, like people will basically go to town about Janhvi, not, you know, she doesn't deserve to be there, like she should have, like she shouldn't be the lead, etc., etc. And you're trying to tell me that Varun is some sort of like super thespian? Like, is that what you're trying to tell me? Like, just shut up and like watch the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But I think that brings us to that discussion because when the first teaser dropped, there was this whole idea about look at Janhvi gets to dance and Sanya has to play second fiddle, right? I think watching the full trailer, I don't think that's necessarily the case. Clearly, they have some scenes together that are like back and forth that's going on too. But there is this idea that Dharma is putting Janhvi first compared to Sanya. I just wanted to get your thoughts about that. What do you feel? Because I don't necessarily agree with that coding of how it's not basically on nepotism or on dancing, but I do feel that Bollywood as an industry puts certain actresses on a back foot. And I could say something like, for example, like Tapsi is going through a similar thing where she was leading these movies on her own, like Sanya was leading these movies on her own, but she never found like a male pairing. And now she's kind of stuck in this zone where she cannot, you know, find her own footing. Like, and I feel that's also similarly to what's happening to Sanya, because she couldn't find like a male pairing to become kind of a thing with. And I think that dynamic comes more into play than nepotism or dance. Because I'll be honest, Sanya is a great dancer, but Janhvi is an amazing dancer too. Like I really like her, and especially more of the work that I've seen on her on Instagram and Nadia Par and a few things. I think she does great.
Yeah, she
Um,
does. I think it's twofold. One is what you were saying about Sanya, where the maximum attention that Sanya receives is always in a versus thing. You
hmm,
know, it's never like Sanya makes a movie and it's a good movie, and she's like headlined a ton of really good movies, and nobody sees them, nobody talks about them, nobody has anything to say about it. But the moment like she comes in this movie, for instance, suddenly everybody starts talking about like how, you know, she deserved better. Janvi took her
hmm,
flowers, like all that kind of stuff. Where it's really clear to me that nobody really cares about Sanya. You know,
hmm.
that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, it's not that they are trying to uplift Sanya; they're just trying to drag down Janvi.
Janhvi, yeah,
And that's
exactly.
the second part where they're like so blinded by their dislike, their irrational dislike of Janvi at this point, that they can't understand that Janvi is actually like a tier one star. Like,
Hmm.
maybe she's not a superstar the way that Katrina and Priyanka and Deepika were, but she's up there. Like, for this generation, like, who else are you going to look at? You know,
Yeah.
like, people don't want to look at Ananya because, like, again, Ananya is also, nepo kid. Like, we don't like Ananya. They want to talk about Janvi because, like, nepo kid. Like, we really don't like her. She can't act. Blah blah blah. Well, then, who are you looking at then?
But I think it's also the movies that Sanya has worked on and picked. And this is a problem that I mentioned a few episodes earlier about men not acting in these movies, like leading actors not starring in movies that are like, Mrs. or Paglet or what was that
Yeah,
Sundareshwar movie.
Sundareshwar. Yeah.
You didn't get like a Varun or even a Ayushman, one of these guys to star with her, right? Because it was a female driven movie.
Yeah.
And that didn't used to be the case before. You could get like even a Shahrukh to be kind of in a Maya Mem Sab, which
Or
is
an
literally
army.
exactly, and that's not happened. And I've said this. This has happened. This has happened since Hrithik Roshan, and it's never gone back again. He's kind of set this template where he doesn't do it, and all of the actors after him. Like, why could not Ranveer be as a special appearance in that movie where her husband dies? Is it Paglet? I think it's
Yeah.
Paglet, right? That would have been amazing. That would have elevated that kind of movie, right? But it didn't happen, and I think that's the kind of dynamic where we're kind of uh, facing against, where Janvi does get the chance to, maybe work with Varun and Bawal, or she gets, Param Sundari, and that kind of gets just her more eyeballs, and that kind of makes her a star in Desi audience eyes, where Sanya isn't. And I just think that's a problem with the dynamics of the industry and the way audience react to them more than what these women are, picking in terms of roles.
And it's also a clever move for Sanya because, fine, like if this is the only way that she's going to get attention, and she gets to play glam, she gets
Hmm.
to dance, she gets to like basically be with like the star Nepo kids of this generation, like Varun and Janhvi. And she
Hmm.
gets to work for a Dharma Productions company, like movie.
Hmm.
I don't see why people are confused that she's doing this film. Like, I don't see any confusion here whatsoever. Like, it makes perfect sense to me.
It's kind of that Tripti Dimri problem,
Yeah,
right? Like it's very similar to that. She was amazing in in Kala. She was amazing in Leila Majnu. 20 people watched it and praised
yeah,
her. But
yeah,
now that she's done Animal,
yeah,
and now, but that's also a box she's now in, like, unfortunately,
yeah,
after Animal. So you do get the eyeballs, you do get the success, but now it's like, oh, she only does this when she was doing very different things, but you just didn't watch it, right? Like,
yeah.
so yeah, it's kind of just an interesting one. So yeah, it's are you excited for this one? Because I really am.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll have a good time at the movies with this one. And there's no Malayali in sight in this film. So I know that I won't be bothered by any of the misrepresentation. So I can just watch it with a clear conscience.
I'm sure we'll find other ways to be offended, Amrita. We are people on the internet, obviously. I will also like to add, because this probably will be a comment, we did not get paid by Dharma to react enthusiastically for a Dharma movie. I think I need to add that as a disclaimer. There are actually more chances that this video gets pulled down because of copyright or something like that than anything like that. But this is my vibe. This is the kind of movies I enjoy, like Bollywood singing, dancing, colors, comedy, he put a Katrina Cave quote in, like, references there. How can I not like this?
That being said, we're completely for sale, Dharma. You can like call us. Like we'll sell out in a heartbeat. Like, go ahead, give us a call.
We're cheaper than Rajiv Masand.
Yeah. We're way cheaper and we don't even want you to hire us for like a job, like a full-time job. No benefits, nothing. Just like, sweetheart cash.
Okay, well, I'm excited for this. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but I think it's coming out pretty soonish, right?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
coming out, I think, beginning of next month.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
it.